Namaskar, Suraj Singh, civil engineer from Faridabad. Again to you regarding soul, power of soul. Many talks have been made in past weeks regarding soul. Long discussions have been made regarding soul. And maybe you people believe in this or maybe you people don't believe in this, irrespective of that. I am just moving ahead with more talks because as a person I believe there is a soul in me and in you, in everyone. Whether or not it is true, I cannot confirm. But because we are all living in this world, we are being managed by someone, by some power on earth and away from earth. We are being monitored, we are being allowed, we are being controlled, we are being empowered to live in this world without our knowing how it is being done, which is the reason that we are forced, directly or indirectly, to believe that soul exists without keeping in view application of religion or application of some sect. We just believe that we are living by some unknown power, by administration of some unknown supreme power, which may be named by any title. I don't mind that, but it is there, it exists there. Dharma or no dharma, religion or no religion, that is separate matter altogether, another word. But real word is that we have been existing on earth under direct control of some unknown force which masters us, which doctors us, and which controls us. And that is soul, unit of which power is spirit. And in that relation, I have been in contact with you through this medium that we should understand what it could be without any claim, using disclaimer and suggesting that we should further contemplate on that, irrespective of the fact that many subjects are available, many topics are available, but those are entirely relative to some other researchers and originators. Here, I am not originator, I am not researcher, I am nobody. I am just trying to understand using gift of God, which is mind and brain power, and just thinking on that, post which activity I have got in my mind, certain generation, certain development, certain conception of this power, and that receipt I want, I had an idea to just share with you, and this is result that this is one of those more videos. This is video number 8. Many videos have been done and long discussions have been made. Maybe you are happy with that or you're not happy with that. That is your outlook. Subject is not film or cinema or jokes. Subject is very serious, because if your mind is serious, your contemplation is serious, your opinion are serious, you think about something using your mind, you shall definitely not be happy all time, you won't be laughing all time, you don't be won't be passing jokes and uh, take things too easily, because life is not easy in human consideration, but it is perfect in God's consideration. So either we have to make our life easy, or we have to make our life reasonable, or we have to accept struggling nature of life, or we have to do according to what we think. For actually there is no good or no bad. All things are good, all things are bad. Sun shines, sun gives 15, 20 degrees, as well as sun transfers to you 50 degrees also. 55 degrees also. Similarly, there is cold or minus temperature, as well as 10, 15 degrees temperatures. There's rain like drizzle, and there's like one, you can say, like flooding rain. There are earthquakes. There are so many natural activities in form of agencies that have either troubled us or either kept us same. That is all related to magic power of God, unknown power of God, ultimate control of God, which we either have to accept or we either have not to accept or we either have to reject. That control lies with us. As a human being, as a normal person of lowest knowledge, I accept that God is there. I don't name that. I don't want to name that because that is individual's own right. What name you nominate to your thoughts of God. I believe I am existing. That is only exclusive evidence that God is there. I have been there on this earth for many decades, and you too have been for many decades, which it's in itself is evidence that God is there. I am talking, I am living, I am eating, I am drinking, I am walking, I am working, I am jumping, I am playing, I am doing all sorts of activities. I am breaking, I am making all sorts of activity I have been doing, and that is another evidence that God is there. We are not taking any electric supply from our own to live. This body is on automatic functional arrangement. It came automatically from certain source. It was delivered to this earth. It's moving on itself. We are just feeding it, and it moves for decades without any break. And that is what evidence and what evidence required. We know we came to this earth. I came to this. You came to this earth unknown. Our fathers and mothers, just this small portion of that, and then we were generated, all were generated in their parenthood, and now we have been moving as living beings, so we call it living being, and this living being continues for many decades, and after that this living being leaves this earth and nobody knows where does this living go. Only that living being knows, but he cannot come and tell us where I am, what I was. So that, keeping that whole spectrum into our consideration, my consideration or your consideration, we can say that we are very little person about this. We cannot comment much about that because something is happening. Something is happening all time. It keeps on happening. We don't know we don't know when I shall leave this I don't know when I shall leave this world, and none of you knows. But that date is fixed. No one can change that date. Just like we make a plan for any project and fixes a milestone date, that this is date of delivery or this is date of commissioning or this is date of completion of this project. Similarly, there is a date fixed for everybody of us, and we are waiting for that actually. Through living, we are living as well as we are waiting. When that comes, and that date we will you salute, bye bye to this world and go. This all which I discuss in lengthy as this statement is confirms that some power is working. Unseen, unknown, invisible, but factual, but realized, reality, they exist. And that power is my ultimate father, mother, ultimate home, head of our home there, and that is where to I belong. I don't belong to this earth forever. I belong to this earth only for a period. I am here on this earth since my birth to my last day on this earth work, on this earth work area, earth work manjal. So only for that period I can say that I belong to this earth for so many years. And after that we have to say thank you earth. We are very grateful that you fed us for so many years, allowed us to stay here, and now I am going back to my permanent abode, permanent home, as we call in English language, staying in a permanent home. You may call it hell, you may call it heaven, you may call it whatever you call it. Doesn't matter because you have to go your home is maybe in hell, maybe heaven. It's all nice. If my home is good, it's okay. If my home is not good, it is okay because I have to live there. That is all summarized statement I have given here of where God is and what we are to do. Now come to soul. Soul is my power. Soul is my God. Soul is a part of God because God creates soul, though we don't know it. We know our body, but body alone cannot be called living body because until soul is there and it works with this body, it is called active body, living body. If that soul leaves this body, it's called dead body, certified by some medico, this person has died. And in that case, soul does not work there, soul leaves this body. And I am talking about that unity that activity, that identity, which is called soul, then leaves our body, and when it came to our body and worked for us, is actually living entity, and that is an item, that is in the world. I am talking of soul. Soul is itself a part of God, part of our thought. How much we use it, how much we know it, how much can we practice it, that is in your hands. It is energy, it is entity, it is completely road, it is completely a building, it is completely a ocean, it is completely a sea, it is completely fire, it is completely water, it is completely whatever that lies in us. Like fire, I cannot control, it controls me, it attacks on me. I cannot store power. I cannot store sun rays. Sun rays can be stored in the form of energy only on solar panel, otherwise, you cannot control it. You can store water, you cannot store air, you cannot store fire. That way, same way, we cannot control soul, and soul is fire. It is less powerful fire or it is more powerful fire. It is fire in cold form, it is fire in hot form. Fire is fire. You cannot control this. Even you cannot fight it. Fire in ordinary life can be fought, it can be extinguished. But this fire cannot be extinguished because this fire leaves your home, temporary railway cabin, which is this body, or a flight seat, which is this body. So that is what philosophical idea lies in. That is what I say. It is not seen, it is not visible, it cannot be claimed, but it works. And that is, we have to realize that it works. And when we realize it works, we are happy. I should feel happy that I know about soul. Okay, there is money, there is life, but without soul, money is also useless, body is also useless. If my soul is weak, I feel drowsy, I feel tired, I feel fatigued, I feel having so many deficiency in my health. And in a normal soul, if I have, I feel well developed, well awakened, well less drowsy, and feeling pleased in life, happy in life. And when my soul is very active, it's very high level potential, high level energy it is having, kinetic energy or like potential energy or like dynamic energy or like all sorts of various energy forms it is having. I feel very active, very powerful, very intelligent, very brain mover, very physical mover, and that is what power of soul. Power of soul has got nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with forecasting of future, nothing to with do something else. It is simply a mechanism current that helps me to live here properly till I have to live here. That is what it is. It's nothing else. Nothing to do with any faith, any sects, any. Yes, it is of course a part of science because science accepts electrical current, science accepts waves, so science must accept soul because souls are also wave. Souls are also a kind of electromagnetic current. Souls are also a kind of unseen, invisible energy that can be felt but that was seen or shown to someone. Nobody knows till now what soul is in whole world. They say, they claim this way or that way, but no one has proved, shown its photograph, shown its scenery, or shown its location. That is what fact of life is. Just to justify soul, that we know soul, we go to worship to temple, we go to worship to mosque, we go to worship to all, or we worship ourselves on self-reliance in home or somewhere. It's just to justify that we recognize soul. There is no other way we can justify. We respect it, we know it, we know it. What we may not accept in speech or in writing, no problem, don't accept. Soul is not going to lose anything, God is not going to lose anything, whether or not you recognize it or you don't recognize it. It's no problem for God. Doesn't care about all this because God knows what it is, and God also knows what we are. He knows our deficiency, He knows our plus point. God knows about us, each and everybody, that what this person is. So God won't care because everything is in black and white with God. So God is different. He doesn't care for all these small issues which we care about. We care about because we are ignorant about that. We don't know about that. That is what we are. We are simply, we can say, we are having ignorance We don't have knowledge. When we don't have knowledge, we talk like this as if I'm talking. Is proof or no proof? If there is proof, there's no meaning of talking. If there's a proof, the sun is there, we don't talk about sun because we see that. Similarly, whatever physical entities we see in this world in natural form, we know them. Which we don't know, we can't prove it because we don't have that power, that capacity to prove it. We are still undeveloped human being. We started from scratch, and now we have reached somewhere that's called development in scientific language or in economic language. And that development is also not complete, and it may not complete forever in future. It will take time. It takes its own time, and God is not very promptly. God doesn't do everything prompt because God has also fixed its time scale, its programs, its milestones. Everything has been fixed, and there's no meaning to just run or short run. God doesn't run short run. The God has no program of short run. God always completes all programs according to requirement and time. If it's shortcut, it will be a problem for human beings. Suppose God allows in place of 9 months, you have a baby in 1 month, you can yourself say what shall happen. If God allows you to take so many things with you when you leave this world, you imagine yourself what shall happen. If suppose, just think on, it's a contemplation on, it's nothing practicality. If God says, allows you to take your belongings with you when you leave this world, imagine what shall happen. Imagine. Can you imagine? Suppose somebody dies, that person going to his home. If there is a permission, he will take his house, he will take his bank balance, he will take his all articles, all the responsibilities with him, and you see your house are flying. Or see that house is flying, that man is going. This house is flying, that man is going. Want it to be that kind of scene, but it's an imagination. It doesn't happen. It shall never happen. God has his own rules, regulations, and that department complies with them absolutely without any lapse. That is what God is about. I initiated this topic of soul from very basic angle, basic knowledge, introduction in form of hands and palms. About palms, I explained something which you may see in last videos, and then we moved further on to other areas of numbers and various processes that are have been generated in this, like numbers interpretations, and what sequences are, what formulas are, how formulas can be generated, how formulas can be managed, how series can be generated, how series can be managed, how other things are generated, how can be managed. But one thing I just remind, that whatever I have discussed so far has nothing to do with faith, has nothing to do with luck, has nothing to do with forecast, has nothing to do with anything that astrologers, palmists, or your forecast people, they try to explain or to guarantee that. There is no guarantee, no such power to guarantee you. Nothing is guaranteed, only advice that this time when you work, in whatever you work, that work must bring some result. So that is not in your hands. If you don't work, you will not get results in your hand. That is also true. So this advice is only for those who do work, who don't sleep. Sleep means they sleep in regular way, whatever number of hours you want to sleep. But sleep means not sleeping physically. Sleep means sleeping mentally. Your eyes are open. You are just doing, and your mind is sleeping. I'm talking about mind is sleeping means your acts are sleeping. You are missing your acts. When mind sleeps, eyes are open and everything is open. That stage is also called sleeping stage because you do nothing which you are required to do. That is called sleeping. So we are sleeping, and our society that I observed, particularly in our country, Bharat, India, we feel that we are sleeping. Our souls are not energized. We are not spirited people. Those people whose souls are very active, very powerful, remain working, and they are called generally spirited persons, spirited people. But we are not spirited people until we are beaten, or we are thrown out, or we are challenged. We don't want to do something. That is our principal blood. That is our principal, you can say, culture in our country, in our society. That we have not been rendered serious. We have been rendered sleeping, and we have been sleeping. It is not a criticism of society. I am reading facts. It is the facts of society. Not only our society in this country, but many other societies are same. Human wants to rest. Human wants to have luxuries. He wants to have comfortable life. All this what we all want. We all in same boat, in same sea, in the same sea and in same ocean, and they are all sailing without knowing when there can be hole in sea surface and water can come up and this thing can sink. We don't think that way. We think we will see when sink. We will see not now with that time. We are never serious. That is a problem. If you believe in God, you have to believe in good time also. If you believe in God, don't believe in bad time. That is principle answer. Keep yourself moving, keep yourself working. So this number issues, I have given many talks and many files have been there on this videos. You can just go through them because I don't want to make it bore also. There are so many files, so many things, and I'll just have a look on those again, just for understanding, so reminding, because everybody forgets. I need to forget, and that is what is done. I just see that. I'll just remind you of a filing system that has been put in that. It is title, all this about that. I put again same. It's talking about numbers and not related to numerology or astrology. A completely soul-based spiritual strength, oracle, traveling oracle, and spatial formula, exponent talk. And then we'll say I have written here in simple Hindi language for those who cannot know what is happening, just at least they should understand what I'm talking about. I have written विश्व भारत आत्मा शक्ति, सभी में होते हैं आत्मा, कोई माने या ना माने, आत्मा बिना मनुष्य हो ही नहीं सकता, भगवान का नियम ऐसा है, ऐसा ही। सभी में होती है आत्मा, कोई माने या ना माने, आत्मा बिना मनुष्य हो ही नहीं सकता, भगवान का नियम है ऐसा ही। आत्मा मानव शरीर या देह में किस प्रकार चलती होती है, कैसे आप रास्ता लेती है, इस विषय पर यह लेख देता है काल्पनिक जानकारी। यदि आप इस बात में विश्वास रखते हैं, आपका स्वागत है। यदि नहीं रखते हैं तो भी आपका स्वागत है तथा धन्यवाद। आत्मा का चलन पूरे ब्रह्मांड में हर समय होता है तथा सभी मानव व दूसरे सभी प्राणी इससे मिले होते हैं। मैं तथा आप भी उनमें से हैं। देह में ये प्रवेश लिंग से पाती है तथा मस्तिष्क तक जाती है, उसके पश्चात ऑरा में मिल जाती है जो प्रकृति का हिस्सा है। हम सभी एक सर्व आत्मिक थैले में रह रहे हैं जिसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चुंबकीय क्षेत्र कहा जाता है। ये इसका पीछे जो बैक है, हिंदी में मैंने आई जस्ट टोल्ड इन हिंदी बिकॉज ऑफ दोस पीपल हु मे नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दिस, बट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो. Now I just further explain that this is an exponent work based on no reference from past, any copyright stamp document on theories, number data, design of formula use, formation of universal theory, data introduction and data explanation documents included. This is an entirely a different subject located and considered staying off professional logic, yet it is an interesting one to read, listen and understand, for it has been worked out based on mathematical calculation, on working geometry and human spatial within and without living bodies. No one is being forced to accept indicated theory. However, one should enjoy included contemplation for mind refreshing and thrashing. So, called unused tests cause to those who are unable to use to an optimum extent God-gifted power of soul. Relevant minimal strength providing documents have been placed on following URL-based portals. These URLs are given later. Script.com portal has been used in general, where some files in practicals and a particular Excel one has been placed on SEFI India, Forum Structural Forum of India. If that administration does not delete this file therefrom, or certain previous uploaded files have been deleted. There is no price for MS Excel files to be priced on script.com. I do not have any portal dedicated for me, for I do not have any required necessary funds to support that as well. All this service and services to public in Bharat is free in this regard, as well as political and videos, other videos placed on Facebook. Many of these files have been posted on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter also. This video is supported with this noting, and all following videos shall be duly supported and coordinated with its URLs. Unified, sorry, not URLs, URLs, unified resource locators. If you don't know, I'm just telling. If you don't know, URL. This is web word, unified or uniform. You can say uniform resource locator. I had written a book in 1996 in this regard of spiritual calculations, but I could not receive well support from public, for public is not interested in large mathematical analysis and data. I advise viewers to read indicated files prior to have an understanding or have developed an understanding of this and following further videos, contents and my talks. I have till now been updating my related videos involving professional topics, constitutional topics and solved topics, etc. only on Facebook page for you. Tube, for YouTube portal requires to be paid commercial subscriptions for vast masses publicity, which makes my attempts constrained and confined to limited publicity only. Now, past documents that I also kept on this can be memorized. Today, can be used, and this is, for example, it is your SEFI on SEFI forum. This is topic there. Advanced research-based study hypothesis is there, and which hypothesis based on hypothetical consideration in relation to power of brain and occult evolution and development of universe and contemplation. There is another file. It says this is hypothetical work in relation to power of brain and occult, evolution and development of universe, a contemplation. There's another file which is related to same on yuga calculations, how many yugs have been there and all that. That is also there, calculation of yugas. Then there's another file which is calculation of yuga and oracles, size or oracle. Oracle, you know, already explained to you before, is like a ball on your head, software ball on your head. Then Oracle size calculation file is there. After that, there is our old talks, videos in Hindi and other languages. These are available on YouTube, which references of URLs I have written here. There are a few videos. This is an old, very old, 10 years back, or more than 10 years back. If you wish, you can go to that URL and open that. It's no problem. You can just see this very short videos or very long videos. Then there is you can say this penta. Penta, I did not explain, I'll explain. You can see even on the wall, which is a big sheet, that's penta. If you saw on the left or on the right, there's a poster type white color written in black, where black letters, big poster on the wall, and this is this one. You can say this one is that, and this is called penta. I'll explain to you about this later on. And then there's another one which is a formula, prime formula, and that is regarding numbers. And then there is another one which is soul energy sketches, which is very important to understand how soul moves into the body. There's a sketch 1, there is a sketch 2, there is sketch 3, and there's number designs. Design how this number work. That one is there. Number 3, triangular design, then rectangular or square design, and there is 5 sides penta design, there is hexa design, and there is 12 side designs, etc. And these are there available on these files, which I'm just reminding you to. I have already explained to you, but just for refreshing your mind, I'm telling these files are available, which are required to be seen just to have a complete grasp of this subject I'm talking. There were some notes in relation to design figures which I have written there, already explained, and then we go further to soul theory documents, which are main documents. And for example, this document says no hypothesis is explained. What is brain power can be known using hypothesis file, and there is hypothesis calculations are there, which I just explained, calculation regarding aura and number of stars and all that. Then there is number data explanation. They just briefly explain what this file, what this subject about. Then there's an introduction as well, and there's a drag series after that, which is how number can be dragged, just like 3 to 3 is 5 and 5 to 9, and like that. Then there is the number data interpretations, which are 0 to 999, just briefly introduced here for your understanding. Then there's a penta I explained to you already, and then there's Saturn charts, which I just explained to you after this statement. I'll start about Saturn charts, which are of course not directly related, but indirectly is very important from viewpoint of your judgments that to be delivered by Saturn power, which is considered God judiciary department. and that is very important from understanding viewpoint. Means you must know what happens with you when you do something bad or something good. Then there are direct replace series and direct series, where I explained to you 2 days back. And there is ruling gradient, already explained to you how this ruling can be done, and shall be repeated again if so required. And solve power, then is the up to this 999 interpolations and number data interpolations. For then there is a farm land gender I explained about yesterday, which is related to male and female and generation. But I just spoke in vast way so that people shouldn't mind. I'm talking about that. Farmland is within woman, within womb is called farmland, and inundator is a male person, and both connections are there, and they work in a way which has been defined spiritually, because we are not talking physically. And this is very important, that how spirit works in woman and man, and how this can be done, which is spiritual. Devis are there in womb, and that is why it is called yoni puja. People, so many people do yoni puja in Vedic Sanskrit or in Dharma, and this is very important from human point of view, because there are 10 devis inside, which construct practices and rule your, you can say, warm and warm and what you call it vaginal area. This is about yoni. Yoni means, we generally call it yoni, and this is technicalities, and this is religiosity, this is spirituality, how it is operated, how it is maintained, and what is inundated, and what is relation within two, and how this works. And they reach some new srishti and new universe, which is humanity comes out from that. And it is, in fact, I consider this part as temple, biggest temple of universe, in which a mini system, you can say mini srishti or mini Brahman exists, and that comes out and delivered. So that is from that point of view. And then there is number data file, which shall give you explanation and, you can say, interpretations and results. And then there's number data. And if it's not feasible to download all Excel files from SIF India, or anyway, if the file is not available or you cannot download the number data file, my request only that I have you my email ID on that. If somebody needs that remotely, I'll send through my email to that email. Then there is Yoni Hexa model, and there is generation chamber, which I explained to you about this spiritual formula mantras. These mantras I have not explained to you. I give this the guide also, is maybe today or maybe tomorrow, because it's very important. If you practice this, if you don't practice, it's no problem, because this is with the mathematical formula. Because mathematics has been inculcated in the formula to make it easy and powerful. That's what spiritual formula mantra. And these are not difficult. If you understand little, you can use it in your own way to build up your spiritual power. These models indicate and functioning in the body of original power of universe, being female human, who is required mandatory to allow human continuity. So this is about these models I just told you. Then there are, you can say, sketches are there, many sketches. You can see them regarding soul power, secular sketches. And this sketch is also secular for information. They are all religions used to interpret spirituality, soul power. That's you say all religion regarding dharma, regarding Islam, regarding Christianity, regarding square and regarding triangles, etc., regarding Sikhs, all are there on that. Because I don't mind to respect one and not to respect the other one. For me, all are spiritual power, all are soul power. Then there are many old videos available here. With not old, you can see now one video, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh was yesterday, and today is this one, eighth one. So this is what these documents I have placed there, which if you wish, and if you have time, you can use them for your benefit. And if you get something, it may be beneficial. You may say that, or you may not say that, and that is your choice. And now I'll go to, I just said I go to Saturn. Before talking about that, before starting talking about that, I will like to request you first understand what I speak here about Saturn. Again, I'm telling you, it's not God. I'm not talking about God. I'm not talking about astrology or any other subject. Again, I'm telling you just to eliminate any negative point from your mind, that I am inclining to those subjects which have already been existing on Earth. I'm not relating anything to them. We consider that Saturn as a planet, and some people consider this as Sol, whatever you consider. But it is also a part of Sol system, Saturn. Saturn is considered in Dharma, which you nowadays you call it Hindu, though it's not Hindu. I will not argue on that. I don't believe in word Hindu or Hindology or Hindu thesis or what you may call Hindu mythology. I don't accept this word. Just for reference, I am telling you, I don't consider Hindu as a religion because there is no Hindu religion on earth. It is misconcept. If you take it from religion point of view, it is Vedas based dharma. It is Dharma, Dharma, that is a real name. And this is, if you see Dharma from where it came, I don't know from where it came. I only know there is Dharma, and there was one small part of a poem which Krishna used to sing, and previously also before Krishna it was spoken, and that starts with Yada Yada. Yada Yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavate bhavate. Here he talks of Dharma. Yada Yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati Bharat. Bharat is also mentioned there. It's not India or Hindustan mentioned there. It's not Bharat is called, but this Bharat is not only this Bharat where we are staying, because that is small part of Bharat. This Bharat, what Krishna used to say is whole earth. Whole earth is named Bharat or Prithvi. Whole earth is also named earth because it's related to Arth Shastra. Earth, maybe we understand this English word, but it is not only English word. Earth means economics, and economics comes from earth. Economics doesn't come from sky. We use resources and power and source from earth, which is Prithvi, and that source we use in our life. Each and every material that we use in life, from all disciplines, from all sections, from all industries, that comes from earth in one form or other. Even water comes from earth, air comes from earth, rain comes from earth, all this come from earth. Nobody comes from our contribution. We cannot even generate or manufacture a bubble of water, a drop of water, without availability of hydrogen and oxygen. No one can claim, scientists can claim, or somebody else can claim that I have done this, because no one can do anything. First of all, you need a body to do something, and this body is not made by you. This is made and manufactured by soul power or super soul power or God, whatever you call it. My only explanation reference is that we have to be human and we have to accept that we are nothing first of all. So is same. Now I am referring this to Saturn. Saturn means, if you see, it is a judge. Saturn means a judge of superpowers. Just like we have three systems here in our country, and generally in every country, three governance systems are there. One is called legislature, one is called executive, and other one is called judiciary. And these three are in a triangle, and these two have worked in unison. Whereas keeping same time judiciary independent of executive as well as legislature. That is basic principle considered by all governances in on earth, all 200 or whatever number of nations are there. Basic principle is same, that judiciary is supposed to be isolated as an autonomous and independent area from executive and legislature, and the same thing must be applied on God's conduct, because God has made mind and God has sent all these directions to human being through someone, through you, through me, through someone in the past, that you have to operate like this. And that's what I'm saying. Saturn means a judge, a judge to deliver adjudications to each and every creature, every human on earth, including I am included and you are included. What I am doing, what acts I do, what right or wrong I do, must be judged by some power, and that power is, you can say, it is named Saturn, but this is powers or not. There is a formula used for Saturn, and this formula I'm talking. First of all, I should now start telling something else also related to numbers. Everybody has date of birth. Every body and every item and every reference. I'm not talking about body only, person only. I'm talking about article also. Everyone has date of birth or the date of start of life, and that date is fractioned into three factors. One factor is day, another factor is month, and one factor is year. And I am considering year without century here, because century applies in uniformity to each and every article, and it affects same way. So I don't consider to be included in my sum this number of century, only year. So date plus month plus sum, this gives one number, and that number I call it your number, your reference number. And this reference number starts from 3 and goes to 143 in Gregorian calendar or in English calendar, because there are 100 years in a century, and first day of a century starts from 1st January year 1, and last day of century ends at 31st December year 100. If you sum up separately, first day and first day of January year 1, it is 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is equal to 3, which is the start of first reference number. It is not first 1 or 0 or 2, it is 1 plus 1 plus 1, this is 3. This is first reference number. And reference number is 31st December 100, 31st plus 12 plus 100, which is equal to 143. So last date is 143. So number starts from 3 and ends is 143. This means there are 141 references in English calendar depending upon data of dates references. Out of these, there cannot be 144, there cannot be 145, or there cannot be 2 or 1 or minus as far as calendar is concerned. These references you can choose yourself, work out yourself what your chart is. Same, these numbers result in charts, results in diagrams. I prepare diagrams, work on that. For example, I repeat now, I have already explained. First diagram is called a triangle, Trebujj in Hindi. This triangle has 3 sides because of its name. If suppose this is not a triangle, this is just 2 sides diagram, which shall not give you any answer what area it has got. If there are 2 lines meeting at one point, this point does not measure anything. Line measures only length, no square, no cubicle, only measures unit in form of length, and that can be reference only, cannot be used until thickness or depth of that line is, this line is not known. You cannot find its cubic meter or its square meter, whatever you want to call, area or contents of quantity, volume. This means there must be 3 numbers which result in some number, additional number, which is called date number or reference number, I can say. For example, 1 plus 1, 1, that is 3 number. You can use that 3 anywhere where my charts are. Similarly, that number applies into Saturn also. The files of Saturn is available. If you want, you can see that, but I have given all numbers, charts are available there, and these charts indicate certain sequence of numbers. If you see whatever number is yours, for example, you are born say 30th October year 10, say 30 plus 10 plus 10, 30 date plus October is 10 and plus year is 10. So 30 plus 10 plus 10 is 50. Chart 50 applies. Similarly, all these charts apply. 144 charts are there. There can be any number of positive or negative, but we are talking positive currently, and this is 50. So you can just see what 50 number chart says, what are your positive numbers and what are your negative numbers. Positive numbers shall support you in life, and negative numbers shall not support you in life, shall oppose you. That is what simple meaning is. Particularly in this connection of Saturn, I have worked out these charts, and these are available there from minus 143 to plus 143. I have started from minus 143 because this, if it goes opposite to you, this can be your result. If it goes positive to you, this can be your result. So in particular judgment, when you lose case, it's negativism, and if you win case, you say this positivism. Judgment can always be opposite or can be in your favor. That is a department of Saturn which delivers to you your acts. Either you did this, I give you this. Because you did, I punish you. Because you did, I reward you. This is what is basic job description of soul of Saturn. I'm not calling God of Saturn, I'm calling soul of Saturn, because one soul at one location cannot do everything. At one location there cannot be sun and there cannot be night. That is not possible. At one location there can be light and there can be darkness. It's not possible. So same way in your mind, there can be plus and minus at same time for actions. That is not possible. You cannot keep your mouth closed and say, I am speaking. Is it possible? No, it's not possible. You talk and you say, I am silent. It's not possible. This means there are options everywhere. You have to consider either this or either that, and in because of that consideration, you will get accordingly results. It's your option. That is called work. That is called karma. If I am doing something, result would be that. If I go in north direction, I will be in north direction, not in west. Same thing applies here. If I walk on road, I have to walk on road, either in this direction or in that direction. This is mathematics. We say x-axis, y-axis are there. Why are there? In three directions there are axis, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. If you know little mathematics, you can understand that very well. And because of that, there is 0 point or origin point, and there is positive direction, negative direction. We say on right side of axis, we go x-axis, on the right side is positive, on left side is negative, on up side is y-axis is positive, on line down side is negative, and if you say z-axis in the other direction, same way it works. So it is up to us whether we use negative life or use positive life. Result will be accordingly. No one can change that. If you drink poison, definitely you will be affected that way. Or if you eat sugar, or if you eat what salt, your body will be that way affected. You cannot say no. It could be. So whatever you work in life, you appear in examination after study, you will get through. If you don't study, don't prepare and appear in examination, you will fail. Certainly, you cannot blame God in that case. God helps those who help themselves. That is correct saying. If you don't help yourself and ask God, help me, God is not your servant. You are not paying him any fees, he will work for you. You may mind it or don't mind, I don't care. Because fact is, God is your parent. If you don't study, his parent will be helpless. What can they cannot favor you and you? How can you favor from your parent? Even if you do, sometimes it's okay for once or twice, but if you are habitual of not working and asking for something from your expecting to just give, how your parent won't be angry? Same thing, God is our soul parent. Our biological parents are mother and father, but our real parent, our permanent parent, our soul parent are God. You can say is God, because that is, I don't know how many births I have taken in my past life. I don't know, maybe thousands of births I have taken, but every time if I take birth, my parent may be different. Same thing could be in future also, but my real parent, my original parent is God, whom I name or believe, whatever, irrespective of that. I am permanent. I am permanent word of that God. Is my permanent is that God is father or mother for me. I can't change that. That is not possible. This is original consideration. So we that is our reference. That line of God, that line of Bhagavan, or whatever it is, that is our original line. That is, you can say, claim line. Earth claim is not existing, but that claim is existing, though we don't know that. I have come many times, I'll go back. You have come many times, you'll go back. This is a journey, moves on like that, just perpetual motion, perpetual results. Perpetual we call in English perpetual rotation. Earth is rotating perpetually around sun. We call it that on its own axis. We call or not call in science. It is rotating on its axis perpetually and just moving around sun. It takes 1 year to take a full round of sun. We call that way. All planets are in new. No planet is in stationary mode. No planet is in stationary mode according to design of Almighty. All are moving round clock, and we never say this planet was moving. We never use sentence Earth was moving or shall be moving. Earth is already moving. It is universal shaping. We all learned in our secondary education when we learned English universal sentences. We all learned that. So now we are educated people. We have to apply all those thoughts we learned, and this application is what is development mind. We cannot simply say, oh, I forgot that what happened. If you forget your education, means you forget yourself. What is the meaning of education? Yeah, you may forget for temporary time being, but you have to remain in touch. How can you forget that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4? If you forget 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, you count it as 3, your calculation will be erroneous and you cannot get correct answer. You cannot get correct result because it depends on the error. If you know error is there, you rectify. That same thing applies to your learning. Means learning must be useful, and that is what we are talking about. If we cannot directly learn through books what God is, we can think of what God is, and we start thinking something of how research is there, how has research happened in my life. They say when there is something on your requirement, you need something, and if you need something and you don't have something, then you have to think on that how to get that, and you get some research, you get some work done, and that is the discovery. Then nothing else. Discoveries are based on your problems. Problems means discoveries. Discoveries and problems will lead to research. And bigger problems lead to sources. Not research but search. We search and then find. Nowadays we are searching on Google or searching on the Yahoo. We are getting information which we required, we don't have. Same thing, life is that. There where we searches and researches and this keep on going. So is God. We keep on researching. If you don't see him finally in a physical form, we think in brain form, we think in contemporary form, contemplation form, imaginary form. That's what God comes to us. So sometimes you see in dreams, you say, oh, I saw that God, I saw Shiva, I saw Vishnu, I saw that, I saw that. People do like this. I saw means I was in a mosque, I saw someone, I was in a temple. That maybe it is a natural communication. You may say is talking about dreams nonsense. What mean? What dreams have got linked to us? Yes, dreams have not got any links to you, but you have got links to dream because you are weaving dream. Dreams are not weaving you. Don't say that. But dreams have got with you. If you see in your dream something, you have to understand what it was. Maybe it is fake. Maybe it is hoax. But it is there. Some scene is there. Who built that scene? You say, no, in daytime I had some problem. I was thinking of that and that is reflected. Yes, that is also reflected in your dream. Your dream is not single layer. Your dream is not two layer. Your mind is have many layers. Your mind is very big. Only design, only instrument given to human being is mind. And that is why we call human being as Manav, not Janavar. We are Manav. Man means standard, Manak. Manav, Au means Awal first. First standard is human being, man or woman. And others, dog cannot think way of thinking. Dog may have a sixth sense, or some other animal may having additional sense. But thinking capacity of human is unequal to this. You have thinking power which can lead you to any calculation, any level which otherwise you cannot reach. Your science cannot reach to a level where thoughts can lead. You can think of your when you were 2 year old and now you are maybe 60-year old, gap of about 58 years, and you still think I was in class 3. Immediately you recall that scene, how it comes to you. Just imagine, think how it can come to you. You don't remember sometime what happened in 5 minutes before what I spoke, but your scene immediately recollected what you were in second standard. What was your teacher? Who was he? How were you handling your teacher? How he was handling you? How you were playing in the classroom? Are you not interested in history? Immediately these thoughts come to you or don't come to you. Tell me, think of. Be fair to yourself. All even if your memory is not good, but that thought is stored somewhere in your brain, in software. You immediately retrieved automatically. But active cells don't allow retribution. If now I am problem, I am my mind full the whole day, 10 hours, 12 hours I work. My mind is full of this, and I can't remember some spelling. I can't remember name of someone. But immediately at night when I go to sleep and I relax something, it comes to me. Oh, I could not remember that time that person was this, or that subject was this, that letter was this, that word was this. This is remembered out. Again, you may forget it after 2 days, but still it comes back. It is there in memory. Hard disk of computer is very small. 5G is also very small. But my memory, this silicon chips given in my brain, this voltaic cell given in my brain is very important. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about hands, I'm not talking about legs, not talking about ears, because this is all secondary in this body. God started this mind. This mind is sent to this earth to work. If suppose mind is taken off, what is left? Just imagine if your neck is removed, if your head is removed, your body is no use. Similarly, if your head is taken out, you are dead, physically dead and mentally dead. So we are talking about the mind, because mind is home of soul. Here everything is done. Your mind thinks because of your energy, because of your efforts. When it starts thinking, it goes on thinking, and if you don't start thinking, you will not think at all. You sleep. Sleeping doesn't mean go to bed and lay. Sleeping means don't act. In Arab, they generally call you are sleeping when you don't act. They never say go to bed and sleep. It's a simple word. Ah, this person is sleeping. Even though the person is not sleeping, he's sitting and talking. This man didn't work, he's sleeping. This means you are not active in your life, you are not doing your job, so you are sleeping. That is what I am saying. My purpose for this subject is not scientific, not economic, not faith, not delusion, but keep yourself active. Read yourself, understand yourself, discover yourself. It's not any spiritual guruism, it is nothing. It is exactly systematic talk, systematic scientific based, calculation based contemplation that I am making with you, that you know yourself first. Until know yourself first, you cannot know about others. When you know yourself, you recognize yourself, what you are, what capacity you got, what dynamism you got. If you are not having dynamism, you have to create dynamism in you. Because without dynamism doesn't mean walking on road. No, I'm not talking of that dynamism. That is physical dynamism. I'm talking of mental dynamism. Your mind, your brain should be made so strong that you can sit and think anything. To get knowledge from book, from internet, from something, you have to work. But knowledge can come to you automatically if your mind is powerful and can pull it from other source. Sometimes you know something, you get answer without even thinking that I could think that way, and you get answer. This happens in your field, in your profession, in your ordinary life, in your gossipism. Something you're talking to someone in gossip in a way, and some unexpected things happen, and you get something. I don't know how it happens, but you get something. Oh, I did not talk about this. I start talking something else. This happens. Same thing happens in dreams. You meet someone you never knew, or you see some person, after some days you see that person is there, or symmetrical face. This is a work of waves, work of communication. God communicates with each and everybody. This is, we call on our telecommunication, but it's not telecommunication, it's real communication. All are connected to our manufacturer, and that is God. We never disconnect from them, from that power. This is a department. We connect ourselves. If you are not connected, you cannot live. You cannot talk. You cannot speak. You cannot write. You cannot think. You can do nothing. You can only eat and drink and sleep. That's all. And that is automatic. That power he has to give you, even if you don't do anything. Well, until he has sent you, he has fixed your target date. Until that date, until that last moment, you have to live like a buffalo, like a cow, like an animal. If you don't do anything. So because you are Manav, you are number one creature, you are number one person, entity produced by that factory of God. You have to live that way. And only thing is that you have to upgrade your equipment yourself. Equipment and machine I'm calling to this body, because everybody is equipment, everybody is machine. We are all that. We are machine, we are not operating ourselves, we are being operated by someone. There's no pump operator, there is no computer operator. It's operated on its own. When you go to a school, you start thinking, you start understanding, you start grasping. Unfortunately, our education system in this country is a little different. It doesn't force you to think, it just forces you to remember, forces you to memorize, forces you to cram. And that is not good education. Education should force you to think. That is called mastery of education. It doesn't matter which degree you have. If you start thinking, although you do lowest profile job, but you can think, you can improve that job. You can think what dress I am wearing. You think about that, right? Why do you think that? Why do your eyes focus go to your dress or your shoe or your shoe polish or your facial or your beauty competition? Why your mind goes to that when you did not study that? You're not concerned about that, but your mind goes to that because you are physically ordered people. We look at each other. We are living that way. Oh, this is his dress is very good. That girl is very good. She is of attraction. She is looking very smart. The boy, see that boy is very handsome. He's talking. His English is very good. His style is very good. We are talking like this one. His car is very good. See which car, how expensive it is. We all are involved in this kind of superficial life. This is not in-depth life. A person who thinks inside, who uses mind, he keeps busy in contemplation, in analysis, his eyesight will never go to clothes. Sometimes he will won't know that his shirt is outside his pant and half is inside his pant. If you go to some intellectual professors who used to keep researching work and doing involved with their students in such a degree that they don't even forget whether this is my class or not this time. Oh, today is this class. Oh, go. I did not prefer we start. Like there happens. But those who are smart, who thinks we are dynamic, we are intelligent, they don't care about inside, they care about outside. How is my look? This girl will like me or not, this boy will like me or not. Their look is more concentrated on that, not internal. When you start thinking internal, you will be a successful person. You will start getting into step of success, into a staircase of success strides and success risers, which take you to landing of success and then to take you to floor of success and then to many floors and then to your top floor. That will be destination. My purpose is only to start thinking on your mind based approach. You take example of our past president who's no more, Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam. He was so simple, you all know that. That can be taken as a reference in life. Before him also there were so many people, but that is the current example. Nobody hated him, nobody disliked him. Why? Nobody talked about his religion. Nobody talked about his face. Nobody talked about his clothing. But they talked about this man. Oh, Abdul Kalam. Kid, small, big, adolescent, middle aged, senior, veteran. Tell me, all liked him or don't like him? They didn't like his face. No, no, there's no question of religion. His smartness of mind, presence of mind. People respected that. His honesty, his dedication, his commitments. People respected that. That is what is required. There may be crores of Abdul Kalam in our country or in the world. There are, but those are not guided properly. This man did not marry at all. People respected him without marriage, without family, without someone else, without money. He had a respect which even top rich don't have. Even top PMs and president don't have. He was a president, so he never believed, he never acted as a president. He acted as the simplest person. He went to millions and crores of kids to just enlighten their minds. What else you want? He was so busy that he got 16 degrees in Doctor of Philosophy. He never worried about society. I have to attend this function, that function. That is required. He has gone, but he's remembered. And crores of those who never use their mind have gone. Nobody remembers. Their money is not remembered. Gandhi is remembered not because of money, not because of clothes. Subhash is not remembered because of clothes. Just think of Hitler is remembered because of his clothes or because of bad acts? Because of bad acts. Gandhi is remembered because of peace, because of non-violence. Subhash is remembered because of his blood, burning blood. Everybody had different characters. We are not condemning them or we are not accepting them as well. Every conduct, every act has different direction, different routes. Gandhi said something, he believed in that, he applied that. Subhash applied his way. And past also, Jhansi ki Rani, she applied her way. Similarly, in 1857, there was a Muslim who killed Viceroy. We don't know, but that happened. Afridi, he did his way. Everybody is remembered because of effect of mind. Money doesn't keep you remember. Nobody, you may be billionaire, you may be trillionaire. Bill Gates has a lot of money, but he is not remembered for money. He is remembered for Windows. He is still alive, but people respect him because of Windows. If there was no Windows, who knew what Bill Gates is? Who knew there was, if there's no Excel, no Lotus 123, who will know about that? Similarly, we have to establish our identity based on our internal power, and that is in mind. If our mind is strong, our body shall be very, very strong. Because energy makes a body energy. When we are taking a health, when our health is bad, we are taking medicines, we are taking injections, we are taking so many treatments. We are not, our hunger is not suppressed by these medicines, but our impurities are taken out. Whatever impurities entered in body, foreign materials entered in body, they are taken out by these effects. Same thing, if there is a foreign bad element in our body or in our parts, our soul energy can remove that, because soul is energy. It is not just laughing, it is not just smiling act, it is energy. We are taking energy from sun, that also activates our soul. Because when we use voltaic cell and we convert sun rays to electrical waves, electrical power, our head is also same. Our head is like computer, like it is siliconcious, because our body itself is made of lot of silica, lot of clay, lot of fire. And because this is, we call five elements, our body is five elements. Silicon is also one of that. So we can make use of silicon. We can use it for solar system, solar power, sunlights on your head. We have to, we are not going to sun these days. We know, why should I go to 45 degrees temperature? My skin will burn. And I go when it is evening. Let us wait for early morning or evening. We'll go at 5 o'clock for morning walk, or we'll go at night after food at 10 o'clock. We wait, we scare ourselves, we are fearful. I don't walk in sun. No, I'm not. I don't, I will sit out. I will. We think that because we have no courage at all to face nature. We are worried about Vastu. Oh no, Vastu, my Vastu is bad, my kitchen not in south, it should be in south, my bedroom should be there, my toilet. We are worried about that. I don't understand why. Unverified. illogic, irrational. We believe that. We don't apply Vastu on our body. That is important. Body is permanent home. We don't apply on the body, we apply on the house. We have, oh, kitchen is wrong, take out this kitchen. We will go to some astrologer, Pandit, this fraud, and you will ask him, he says, oh, your very bad house. He will come to you, observe your home, no, no, and he will charge you many thousand rupees, suggest you something. You will spend many lakhs on his suggestion and break many walls and relocate your rooms, and you will then say, oh, I'm not getting any impression. You are not getting the impression because you are a foolish person. You are believing in that Pandit who has got no logic at all, who just told you something, and because you trust this Pandit, you consider that Pandit as your God's representative, you even touch his feet for nothing. This is ridiculous. A man like you, who has no qualification at all, who has no experience at all, he befooled people since his birth in name of God, in name of representation. When you go to temple, you touch his feet. Person is not even 8th class past Pandit. You touch his feet and he blesses you as he has power of God. Both are stupids. Person who touches his feet and person who blesses. Both are fools. This world of fools. Irrational, illogical, non-scientific, non-systematic, we accept. But which is real, we don't accept. Reality is that we are living, we are entity, we have some power. We don't want to use that power. We want to use those mantras which this Pandit gives to you. He charges 1,000 rupees. I will chant these mantras of 1 lakh times and 2 lakhs times, and you will be benefited. You keep waiting for benefit, and by that time next problem comes in, and then to treat that problem and forget previous one. This is our living life. We are living like that. That is what I call our society is sleeping society, and our society is irresponsible society, and our society is non-serious. We are not serious society. That is a problem in our non-spiritualism. We are living in a world of scientific science, but we are not following sciences also. Unfortunately, we say, oh, we are scientific, we are developed nation, we are developed society, we have this facility, we have that facility. We have no facility. Until your mind is developed, your cars cannot help you. Until your brain becomes dynamic, your direction becomes dynamic, your thoughts become dynamic, your airplane cannot help you. Airplane can take you only from one destination to another. That's it. Not more than that. It cannot fly you and your mind. It is just the device, nothing else. Car is a device, plane is a device, train is a device. But your mind is not device alone. Your mind is a world. It is a universe. Just like a woman's vagina is a universe. Your womb is a universe. You are a part of God. You have to you ignite that. These are all your mates equipments. All these use means you have legs. You don't walk even half a kilometer a day. What are you doing? Old people, if they say go to 50 years back, 100 years back, they were cars. Were there cars? Were there buses? They had not the cycles even, but they were also living. They were also working in fields, in farms, and they were working a lot. Early morning they were working, in the evening they were working, during day they were working, and they were more healthy than we are today. They were more happier than we are today, bodily, mentally. They were logically living. Of course, they allowed our country to be slave. That is a different topic. But they were healthy people. There were no doctors in those days, that many doctors are here today. Hardly few doctors were there because education was not allowed. But now in every street there are 10 doctors, half approved and half non-approved. And we are going to them. 70-80% people go to doctors every day. With I have symptoms, I have depression, I cannot sleep, I cannot eat, I cannot digest, I cannot do this and I cannot do that. And they go to gymnasiums. You can go to gymnasium by a car, traveling a distance of 10 kilometers just to exercise in that air-conditioned room, which you don't know what is the healthy condition of that room, whether that room is healthy, hygienic or not. In an air-conditioned room, you are exercising. And you don't know how many cycles are changed in that air conditioner equipment per hour. You don't know that. It may be having use of 10 cycles repetitions, and you are using that suffocated air. That you are using that sand particle mist air, that suffocated air, and you are also putting your fan on top of that. So we don't know what we are doing, but we are saying we are doing a developed status, developed life. You cannot develop your life until you develop yourself. You have polluted air, you have polluted water, you have polluted garden, you have polluted vegetable, you have nothing that's pure, because our minds are not pure, our behavior is not pure, our conduct has gone negative, and we still feel happy. Students, school students who are 5 years to 18 years, 16 years, their body is flexible. This is the time that they can develop their body until they are grown further for marriage purpose. Up to 16, 17, and from starting from 4 or 5, body requires development, but we are not developing. We are not allowing them to develop, and they don't want to be developed. Oh, don't go, don't go. Wait, bus will come. I'll drop you to bus. I'll take you by my scooter, by my car to bus or to your school. I'll drop there. Will collect you back. So don't worry. Sit around. Just watch TV, watch mobile, eat, and do or sleep. This boy or girl not allowed to walk 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 1 kilometers. Okay, I agree, if 15, 20 kilometers, nobody can walk in morning time. Bus is okay. But where even from one bus station, bus stand to another bus stand, which is half a kilometer, 1 kilometer, you don't walk. You want to go, you using bus or car from this to that location. How shall you build your body? And if your body is not built, how can you build your soul? And then you are talking of Deshbhakti, then you are talking of patriotism. If this boy who never walked, who never stepped to the sun, because he umbrella is there, he cannot face sun, or you cover your mouth being girl or boy, and so it's heat, I can't tolerate. Can you think that you will be a good soldier standing on border to face enemy? Is that possible? And on top of that, you drink, you take meat, you take something which you should not take, then you are enhancing your blood pressure. What is that? You are building your body or you are destabilizing your future. A fat person can fight. You are eating fast food and then you say, I'll be a soldier, I will be a commissioned officer, I can be a general in army. You are only thinking. You can never be. You can neither be a general in army, you can neither be a good officer in government, you can neither be a good engineer, you can be nothing except a sleeper. You will sleep. Because you have 10 diseases with you at age of 20 to 24, and you cannot work. Because your mind is less powerful. You have not earned your mind. You have not excited your brain. You have not excited your body. You have not excited anything except rest. Oh, I am drowsy, I feel sleep. I cannot get up before 10 hours. You want 10 hours sleep, 8 hours sleep. Why do you need this much sleep? You say, oh, medically it is required. Medically, so many things are required. Medically, it is not required, don't need medicine. Medical says you be healthy. When you are healthy, don't take medicine. But that stage is not coming. Everybody is sick, mentally, physically, depression, and this and that. It is not because of something, it is because of our own acts. How many of you can stand in sun for half an hour? How many can stand in sun for 1 hour and 40 degrees temperature? Then you say, we don't know. If suppose none of you is so strong, tell me who will work on labor, on who work in fields, who shall work in buildings, who shall work on sites, who shall be there? You think only those people who are poor, they have a duty to work and you have a duty to rule them? You are driving car is your responsibility, you driving plane is your responsibility. You are rich, you can buy everything. You cannot buy everything. And you are not rich, forget. Having money only doesn't mean you are rich. You are having support, that is support. But you are not powerful enough to own it. Can you own nature? Can you own God? You can enlighten your buildings just, for example, what this is Dubai Burj Tower, that you can enlighten. Can you enlighten sky? You cannot enlighten sky. You cannot illuminate that. So you have no power. My only saying is change your conduct. Don't think a person or a boy who walks is poor, and because you drive Mercedes or BMW or some other car, KIA, you are rich. No, you are not. You are a slave of equipment. You are a slave of some source or some resource. This is your weakness, deficiency. You drive car, I don't say no. But first drive yourself. How many kilometers can you walk? Have you ever tried? You never tried. You run away when there is sun. You run away. I have seen many doctors. I ask many doctors, "Come on, we walk." No, no, it's very hot. We don't know. We will go at 4 o'clock in evening or 5 o'clock in evening or early morning. I walk. What's the use of that? If you walk early morning, what's fun is there? When you are away from sun, morning walk doesn't mean anything. If you walk in morning, it's no meaning. You are not sweating at all. Yes, you are little getting fresh because you were in sleepy morning. You home just walk in garden somewhere. You are getting some freshness. That's it. Nothing else. It's not going to build your health. Not at all. Until your body feels pain of sun, you can't feel happy. Your sweat will go out. You will get vitamin D. You will get other energies into your body that will help you. Just morning walk will not help you. Shall not help you. Evening walk shall not help you. You are walking, but you are not getting value. What's the meaning of walking? Better half an hour you walk. Stand in sun, walk in heat, in particular summer. One day, today you may face problem. 3 days you may face. Take water with you. What's the problem? You have to use your body to build it so that you have good soul, good energy. Internal work must be there, not external expectation alone. You are happy to take medicine. You are happy to take anything. Happy, okay, take that, but make another use also. Natural therapy, natural force that doesn't charge you anything. Doctor charges you, medicine charges you, but sun rays don't charge you, air doesn't charge you, nothing. These energies are free. You cannot make use of that. Walking is free. Ultimately, you're taking food. Either you walk or you don't walk, you're eating, you're drinking, you're consuming everything, but you're not walking. Walk, make exercises. Your spirit move faster. Your soul shall move faster. This is what I'm not preaching. You may say he's talking irrelevant and this and that. No, I'm not talking irrelevant. It is scientific. Your body is a machine that must be trained. Every part of your body is a machine. Every part of your body is a spare part or a part. You have to train it just like you train your studies, you train your knowledge. You train canal, you train so many structures, you train your eyes. You look at word and train it. You train your nose when it started working. Maybe you don't feel it's working. We train everything. We train our writing work. We train our reading work, talking work. We practice speaking when we don't know how to speak. We practice it. We talk to people. We talk to ourselves. It's a practice. It's a rehearsal. Everything is a rehearsal. Every body part is a rehearsal. If one body part is not working, means it's a problem. Same thing in a car, if tire is punctured, you can't drive car. Same thing happens to your body. Body is also a car. It's different kind of car. It is a car. So when I say soul is operator of this body, soul is controller of this body, soul is master of this body, and soul is doctor of this body, soul is engineer of this body. You have to build up your soul power. That is important. What I had to say. If your soul is strong, you are strong. If your soul is not strong, you are not strong. How many times you take medicines, it won't work. It will give you side effects, of course. It will give you a headache. It will give you some other pain, but it won't give you relief until you use nature for your relief. Try someday, get benefit of that, and then think. Don't ask me, and don't. I'm just advising because I use that. Fortunately, I had such life that I had to stay in sun, in thunderstorm outside my office, and I experienced those benefits. And when I was outside, I felt better than when I was inside air-conditioned rooms. This is my own experience, not because of my job, but because of my type of job. I had worked on sites for many years. Sites means civil engineering sites, and I was forced to work in such weather, and I felt happy. I I made my body to such an extent that I didn't feel better with sitting inside room, air conditioned room or unair conditioned room or non-air conditioned room, whatever it is. But when I was outside, even 40 degrees, 30 degrees, 50 degrees, I did feel better. When I was sweating, I felt better. And I've seen many foreigners, for example, French people, English people, other people, they enjoyed that. But we only in this country run away from these hard environment durations. We may call this bad weather. We may call this, oh, this bad weather is 45 degrees. Oh, no, 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 it is humid. 90% humidity is bad weather. Because it's dusty, it is bad weather. Yes, it is right. That is bad weather. But bad is tablet of medicine. Bad is injection when you take. That is also bad. So better take this injection, which is free and which is uniformly delivered without any pain. Back to other numbers then. If you see these charts of numbers here, there are many charts I have put on here, and these charts are in, just blow it up. See, on this chart, the format is like this. Number is there in chart. One number is written on every chart, and there are three rows and three columns in each. When you enter your number, you can there's no need of enter. Use already all charts are there. You can check which number is yours and go to that. You will find nine numbers in three columns and three rows, and sum of that is there. Meanings I have already given, same meanings applies, and you can see which numbers can be beneficial for you in a positive way and unbeneficial for you, bad for you in a negative way. You can see both numbers in negative and positive. When your bad times are there, what effects you will get, and when your good times are there, what effects you can get. This is no problem. This is not very high trigonometry here or algebra. It's simple numbers. In each chart, number is given and sum of this number given. For example, it is a zero number. Though there is no zero number, I'm just referring to you. Originally it is zero, and if you see there's a column in three columns and in three rows, it is 0, 4, 8 is one row, then 5, 6, 1 is another row, and 7, 2, 3 is other row. If you see vertically, it is 0, 5, 7 in this column, 4, 6, 2 in this column, and 8, 1, 3 in this column. And if you see sum of this in both horizontal and vertical or row or column, sum comes as 0 plus 4 plus 8, that is 12, 5 plus 6 plus 1, that is 12, 7 plus 2 plus 3, that is 12. And similarly, if you count it vertically, in column it is 0 plus 5 plus 7, this is 12, 4 plus 6 plus 2, it is 12, 8 plus 1 plus 3, it is 12. So because formula says number you have multiplied by 3 add 12, you get result. This is formula. For example, this is 44 number, date plus month plus year is 44. I'm just referring to an example, and formula says that 3 into number plus 12, and 3 into number 44 into 3, how much it is? 3, this is, you add 12 to that, result comes as 144. And if you see breakup of this in rows and column, it is top row is 44, 48 and 52. 44 plus 48 plus 52, this is 144. Then 49, 50 and 45, this is 144. Then 51, 46 and 47, this is 144. If you count it vertically, this 44 plus 49 plus 51 is 144. 48 plus 50 plus 46 is 144. 52 plus 45 plus 46 is 144. This is a index of calculations, right? This means in 44 number, in 44 sums of date, this date plus month plus year, which is 44. Your favorite numbers are 44, 48, 52, 49, 50, 45, 51, 46, 47. These numbers shall not oppose you. Sum is 144. And if you go to negative 1, you will find same thing in negative. These will affect you. For example, I go 44 negative. Let me see 44 negative where it is. It's yes, 44 negative is here. It is giving answer as number into 3 plus 12, which gives you minus 120, 120, minus 120. And it's giving the sequence as minus 44, minus 40, minus 36. Next row is minus 39, minus 38, minus 43. And then other next line is minus 37, minus 42, minus 41. If you sum up all these three rows, you'll get minus 120 in each. And similarly, sum up in vertical column, this is completely same as minus 120 in each column. So this is what these numbers shall not favor you in one way or other. This is purpose of this. And all numbers are there. You can read yourself any number. Any number. I'll take another example. Let us say one number is 134. Say 134. If you take 134, its result should be number into 3 plus 12, and which it gives 414. So top race says, top row, which is your favorite number, this is 134, 138 and 142. Then second one is 139, 140 and 135. And there is 140, 136 and 137. Similarly, these sum of columns and rows result is 414. Let us take another example. Just for you can see yourself, just for explanation purpose. I cannot speak on all these numbers, just few numbers only. Let us say one. This is let us say uh, okay, 179. Let us say 179. Though it's not your date of birth, but it can be any number anywhere. 179 is result is number into 3 plus 12. Result must be 549 per calculations. And if you see number sequence in rows, it is 179, 183, 187. Then it comes to second row, it is 184, 185, 180, and then to third row is 186, 181 and 182. If you sum up all these rows and columns separately, 549 is reached. That's what it is. So these numbers shall somewhere in some way support in your life. This can be your house number, or this can be your document number, or this can be your any number, or this can be your in person number, or this can be number of your husband and wife together. It depends where you are taking. What I am saying is 143 numbers is maximum, but when you take connections of family, or your friends some submission number with you, or your some other, any number can be calculated in combination with each other when you work in group, or you stay in group, or you stay in family. This is all arithmetic details, arithmetic actions. It's nothing relative. It is all relative positions. If for example, I'm saying, if you are, suppose you are brother, you are sitting, you are living together for whatever number of hours you stay together or you live together, come effect of both applies, effect of both. So you are staying in same room, you are living in same family. If you sum of your own acts, your numbers, because both are you there, both are you affected positively or negatively, so that number can be added to each other. This is that. There are so many charts here. If you are interested to read them, you can read them, or if you are interested to compose them yourself, you can compose also. There's no problem if you understand that. This is simple mathematics. This is nothing very difficult. And but it can be used in your, and this is about Saturn charts, and your judgment is there yourself. You can see how your gift would come. Means this is actually, you can call, this is not work based charts. This is you can say result of your work, which God has to decide you, based on your karma, based on your work. It's not your action, it is God action. And this is very important from this point of view, that you have to be careful. They say karam, one day we call in this karam kija fal ki chinta mat kar. This saying in Gita, don't worry about fruit, what shall happen, just keep on doing your work, your act. That Gita says, Krishna says, but that's a fact of life. I am doing something, I'm saying I'm working, but I don't know what result would be. Result can be anything. My result is different. Regarding fruit, what you call result, I have different thinking. We say kram. See, I am from Hindi sector, Hindi region, though knowledge is different in Hindi, not very good knowledge. Unfortunately, that is my negative point. Because of my studies, I could not have very good study in Hindi, because I was student of science, and science was in English in those days. Well, what I say, if I write one follows two, and two, after write two, it follows three. Sequence says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. This is we call in Hindi kram we call it, I think. If I say I have reached one, next sequence is two. This means I have to reach two by my acts. If I reach two, I am successful in my act between 1 and 2 sequence. It can be 1.1, it can be 1.2, it can be 1.5. All sequences I have to cover up to cover during my travel from 1 to 2, and that is sequence 1 to 2, and whatever comes in between I have to cross them successfully to reach destination 2. Similarly, when I reach 2, I have to reach 3. I cannot jump directly. Whatever row is there, whatever river is there, whatever land is there between 2 and 3, I have to travel through that land in form of whatever 2.1, 2.2, etc. and to reach 3. Just like I have to reach next one and so forth. And so like we have to reach. If I am reaching successfully to all these points in sequence, that is called my result, my sequence. It doesn't mean I should get final answer on that. I have to travel from one point to another point in sequence. And that is called fruit. 2 is fruit for 1, or 2 is result for 1, and 3 is result for 2, 4 is result for 3, and 5 is result for 4. It is all sequence of act and sequence of result, sequence of work and sequence of answer. This is called sequence or series. This is called seriousness. This is called action. It's not final action. It can be any action. No work can be done in one step. Every work has got many steps. We are a student. We are student life. We worry about examinations. We think, oh God, please get me pass in school. I should get so many marks. I should get this percent marks. Should I get admission into college? Then we say we should get admission to higher education. Then we should get a job. Then after getting job, we should say this, I need a girlfriend, or I need marriage, I need business, I need money. Every act leads to another developing act, another augmented act. When your greed goes on increasing, your demands goes on increasing. Your demands goes on and because you have advanced yourself, you expect more on you. Well, it's very good. You expect more on you, but you don't expect free. But all these are sequences. Maybe we don't realize them. If I am saying, when I was kid, I didn't know I'll be speaking to you this way. But this is a kind of destination. This itself is fruit. It's itself a result. We don't realize this, but it is a result. Or what else you want? You want lottery? You want to be billionaire? No. Even that is a result. Because you are gaining another life, or you are living somewhere else free of this life. Death is not a condolence stage. We condole it because we have culture like this, or we have lack of thinking. We don't know what would happen to this man. We just got, oh, Swargvasi ho gaye, he has gone. We are just keeping in our minds a status build up. We believe that. We don't believe facts. It is God's prerogative, very sensitive, it's his choice. Who are you? Even we have hell, or there is no hell, no heaven at all. Our imagination, our build up, oh, there is hell, you'll be given this facility, hell or in heaven. Again, it's nonsense. What I'm saying is, every sequence is a destination for previous sequence. Every sequence is fruit for previous one. We should take it this way. And you have to travel a journey from one sequence to other sequence, covering many sequences in between. And that last point where you plan to go, that is called achievement of final destination, where you are reached. And this is called seriousness. If you are able to travel from 0 to 9, say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 is final destination and 0 is origin. If you successfully travel covering all these points, you are a person who have traveled a milestone, who have reached here, and that is what is called seriousness. If you started 0, you held it at 4 and missed it and went to sleep, you are not serious. You had a plan to do this travel in 7 days and you travel this in 1 month. This means you have a lack of seriousness degree. You are not serious, you are not punctual, you are not worried person, you take it lightly. This is the difference in our country and other countries. If you plan something here in our country, Bharat, nobody cares. If you start a project, if it is done, is planned for five months and it has crossed 50 months, nobody cares. This is our country. In other countries, you won't find that until there is a compulsion of something, some unknown control. But in our country, you pass or don't pass, you do, you don't do. Any reason will be given, any explanation can be given by anybody, political angle, non-political angle, professional angle. No one is serious. If you are not serious, you cannot do job. You cannot do job. We are not result oriented. We say this is our goal, but we always change goal. We say this is our aim, we always change aim. Because it is very difficult to maintain aim, to access to aim, To expect results, expectation is very easy. We can expect this and that, but do it is very difficult. Doing it, controlling it, moving on it, because you have to work hard, you have to sacrifice your relief, you have to sacrifice your sleep, you have to sacrifice your comfort of life. Only then you can reach. If I decided I have to finish this project in 2 years and I have no other support, I have to work hard. Even if my support is good and I don't direct that support correctly, that support cannot move on itself. I have to direct. If I don't direct, because I'm not serious, I am not serious, I cannot direct. If I am not serious, business cannot move, project cannot move, world cannot move. And this is a backlog of our country. For example, cases in judiciary, though this is not sole subject, but an example it is. Whom we blame, for example, our cases are pending. For example, there is a work, I do it on tender or work, we award some project is started. The contract duration is 2 years. Within 2 years, contract is say completed. Let us say it is completed, but there are disputes with contracting company and awarding company. These disputes are for money or for something else. Project was for 2 years, it had some cost. Now there is a dispute, some judgment is required, arbitration is there, or non-arbitration there, or court case is there. Court case or arbitration takes few years on a dispute which was on a project which was just for 2 years. There was a dispute for something, say 10%, 15% cost of the project, and these people who are courts or arbitration people, they are taking 5 years or 10 years. If some criminal act happened and it's taking 40 years, some property dispute taking 50 years, shall we call it seriousness of society? That may be a judge, I don't bother. But you are a human being, you are a professional. You have been educated that way, that you have to decide, you have to educate. You are a lawyer, you are a judge, you are a professional. What you learned in your life? What you learned in your education? What commitment you have got to society? You are accountable to society. You are paid. You are not doing free. You are not doing tapasya. You are doing a profession. You are honored because you are a judge. You are called my lord. You are called honorable judge. But that honor must be honored first. You are not honoring your honor. You are not caring about public who is paying you. I am paying money to government in form of revenue so that my resolution is done. But I am not getting that delivery. Is it serious to society? Then you are a sleeping judiciary or you are an active judiciary. And same thing applies to executive also. You are taking money from me, I am paying you tax and everything, you are getting your benefits and the salary of for all 5 years or for whatever duration you are in office of governance, and what you are delivering to me. In elections, you are saying so many promises, I'll do this, and you are not caring about drafts of that. You are elected to office, and what for you are there? I should kick you out. Because I appointed you, you are my servant, you are my representative, whatever position you are, MP or PM. I don't bother about you. You are PM for this country, not for my personal person. But you have to deliver. I'm paying you taxes. My tax is free, you think? My hard work is free. I'm your servant, you think? I am bound by that. I have to vote for you. Fuck off. Get lost from here. What you say? You're my father, mother. I am paying you. Do it for me. Don't delay things. But you are delaying because you are not serious. You are a fool, super fool, and I am super fool. I am super fool because I am appointing you every time. You come to me, you touch feet of someone and you ask for vote. And same thing happens in judiciary, same thing happens in legislative, everywhere. Are we serious somewhere? My question is that to you. You're all Indian or Bharatvasis or maybe other countries. I don't care for that because everywhere something is there, but excessive in our country. No milestone valued, no target valued, no planning valued, nothing is valued. Everything, let it move on itself. Arey bhai, what to do? Natural calamity. If some bridge collapses, they call it natural calamity. If some flood comes, they say natural calamity. How it is natural calamity? Why don't you control floods? Why do you blame God? Water is given to you as water resources, right? Water is a resource. Who shall preserve that resource? God shall preserve for you. Is God your servant? Why don't you make arrangement for preservation of that? Why don't you produce reservoirs backed by dams? Why don't you make canals so that water flows from this point to that point? You are not doing this and you're saying it's a natural calamity, just give 1 lakh to each sufferer. Is that solution? Means you're sleeping. You are a politician for just for you, just for sake of your office. Poor public is suffering. Rich public is not suffering because rich don't people bother. Ambanis will not bother. Dalmia and Barla will not bother. I will bother and you will bother because we are suffering. We are poor people. But these people are not suffering. They are rich people. They can go to UK and stay there, and they can go to US and stay there. Their kids can enjoy life, and your kids can't get admission without paying money. This is our life here. This is seriousness. It is duty of every government to educate its all citizens. It is the duty of government that I should have a college, I should have a school, I should have a teacher for me because I am paying taxes to you. I am paying taxes only to enjoy that you enjoy. That's all. My taxes, I am living for you. I have to pay house tax, I have to pay income tax, I have to pay GST, I have to pay road tax, I have to pay Swachh Bharat tax, and I have to pay I don't know how many more taxes. For what? Swachh Bharat tax is there, and we have to pay to those people who take out garbage from our home. In addition to that, what you are doing? Your duty is to take money only from us, and that's it. Means half of our earnings, we have to give you in form of taxes, so that you don't bother about anything. You just enjoy that tax on your own, spend on your own, move your own, and forget about our people. This talk is not related to politics, but because we are not serious, this point has come to us. Until we become serious as citizens of this country, as owner of this country, these people can never be serious. If you want to control these politicians, if you want to control judiciary, if you want to control executive and legislature, if you want to control whole system, whole journals, whole journalists, whole newspapers, if you want to control them, first you have to control yourself. You have to control your bodies, your souls, your targets, your approaches. Otherwise, you yourself dolls, Kathputalis, you are all Kathputalis. They will use them. Kathputalis use you and throw you. And you will be happy to be thrown because you are dead souls. You are living dead bodies. Unfortunately, we are living dead bodies. We have no souls, no spirit. We have no fire in our bodies, in our mind. You know, fire is very important for mind and body. If you have no fire, when there's fire in your home, when there's a blaze, you go and extinguish or no, you leave it, oh, let it go on, let my house burn. What do? You telephone, call fire tenders, they do something and they control your fire and extinguish it. They do or not? That time you are very worried. Why don't you take it seriously? Why you do, oh, let it fire, let it destroy it? Do you think that way? You don't think that way. Even for others, there's fire, you'll call someone, oh, there's fire, come on, extinguish it. There is fire, there must be fire in your body, in your soul. It's not there. Oh, no problem. Leave it. It happens. Normal. Means you are such a kind soul, such a kind power in you that you allow every robber to rob. You allow every thief to steal. This is our culture, working culture, living culture. This is the state of our mind. This is the state of our soul. And we call ourselves great society. Fools were British who left this country, believe me. Fools were they. They did not read us in 200 years. They could not read us what we are. And they left this country because they got whatever in their mind, I don't know on what basis they liberated this country. But now they must be realizing that they were fools. Because this is a society, sleeping society, unserious, non-serious society. No milestones, no time scale, nothing. Just talking like dogs and barking like dogs. Before we used to write, we used to read books, read papers, read something, research out something, use our mind, used to calculate manually and used to draw manually, used to do so many things. We're busy in writing and calculating the whole life, in whole education. Our writing were very good, our vocabulary was very good, our spellings were very good. Everything was in mind and used to write in speech very, very good. Words were very excellently used and terms were excellently used. But now, God knows even God has forgot those words. Believe me, if Krishna comes down or Ram comes down or Satyavadi Harishchandra comes down, they will not recognize that this is Bharat. They will recognize this is a part of health, extension of health. Believe me, they will say that. That is a head office of hell and this is corporate office health, earth corporate office. They will say that. They will not even try to enter inside, because we are dealing offensive smell, pollution smell, our pollution air, which we have contributed all from this country, and all 190 countries have contributed very well. Oh my PRE, oh my loved air, oh my beloved air, get spoiled, get polluted, because I will smell you. I don't want to smell rose smell. I don't want to smell very you can say pleasing smell. I want to hydrogen sulfide. I want methane. I want ethane. I feel pleased with that. I feel pleased with smoke particles which goes into my nose, into my eyes. I don't care about that. Let it be. Let it go to my eyes. Let me have cataract. Let it go to my nose. Let I have smoke impurities in my body, stick on there, and let me convert to cancer or convert to TB. I don't care. I want to enjoy. No problem. No, it's for all. No problem. We are ready to die. We are ready to spoil. We have to use fireworks. We have to use everything. Spoil it. We have to use petrol, diesel, smoke. We have to use carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. We have duty to spoil everything that has been given to us for a good use, for a good cause. This is our religion. Really, this is our religion. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, this is not our religion. Our religion is to break our legs, to break our heads, to break our bodies, be happy to live in diseases, be happy to live in hell, be happy to live in hydrogen sulfide. This is our mind. In my mind, there is hydrogen sulfide. In my mind, there is smoke. In my mind, there is all negative point which should be positive. So this is our society. But who can help it? If one person is there, 1%, 2% people are there, who can think they are this scientist is laughing, talking, laughing, knows nothing, is not practical. What do you say? I don't know how to explain to you about our negative points. You have to use your mind, your value, your caliber to understand yourself. Nobody can teach others. I can only speak, I can only use my time to talk to you, but I don't think this is going to yield something, because we are helpless people, but we don't want to be helped. We are helpless, of course. We seek help, of course. There are people to help ourselves, and first people are ourselves. We are not helping ourselves. We don't want to be helped. That phrase was given by some foolish in past. If you help yourself, God shall help you. That is an error. That is a wrong phrase. Wrong. Believe me, that is a mistake. That man should not have written. He should have written, if you sleep, you will be helped. If you are non-serious, you will be helped. That will be a correct idea in this age. We are educated society, highly educated society. We call ourselves intellectuals. We call ourselves AI people, artificial intelligence people. We are computer software engineers. We are hardware engineers. We are conventional engineers like basic engineers, civil, electrical, mechanical, and we are electronics engineers. We are doctors, highly qualified doctors. All are experts. We are highly corrupt people in politics, and we have all sectors of life, very educated arts graduates, art postgraduates, and arts doctorates, economic doctorates everywhere. There is no deficiency of mind, there is no deficiency of intellect in our country, and yet we are at lowest level of development, lowest level of status, lowest level of any or whatever standard we should have. Even we are all copying foreign standards till now. We don't have our own standards in any field. Go to Manak Bhavan in Delhi, all standards are all copied and pasted, and we feel pride in that. There we have taken 4 standards from 4 developed nations and amalgamated into one, and this we feel pride in. We don't have anything of our own except our talks, our bakwas talks. We talk a lot, and those who talk a lot do nothing. A person who does something doesn't demonstrate, doesn't talk too much, talks too much and give results. So when sun rises, there is no need to tell someone sun has risen, because it is seen. But we don't want to see sun also. This is our culture now. We have very developed culture. This is our culture. We don't want to do something seriously. We don't want to give results seriously. We don't want to follow seriously. When we miss something, we have 10 answers. We have 10 explanations. This was the problem, this was the responsibility of that person, this was responsibility of that person. There is no one to take direct responsibility. That's my problem, I done this. Nobody takes responsibility in this country, unfortunately, and that is the reason that we can never develop. We can never develop because we are not serious, we are not critical, we are not super critical. Forget this. Our kids cannot develop because they are comfortable, they are having comfortable lives. Maybe army forces now are good. They are developed one. They have exerted their pressure on bodies. But next generation is going to be completely paper generation, computer generation. They won't have any body, any soul, any strength, any resistance, any power because they are taking all things easy. All things easy they are taking. No need of walking and no need of exercises and no need of something. If comes from down from school, he needs security guard to take his bag, or he needs mother or father to take his bag and take this back to home. This is so strong boy or girl that in school so tired, so lazy. Oh, I am so tired in 4 hours or 5 hours. He's so tired he cannot even get up and walk. And this is what we are going to build in future. This type of army you need, this type of Navy and Air Force we need, this type of professionals we need in future. These people will be professors. This is the future of this country. We are not caring about them. No, don't go to sun. No, you'll get sick. Don't go, please don't go. Sit down, sleep, go after 5 o'clock. This is mother saying, this is father saying. Oh, my daughter should suffer. No. Don't suffer. Close your mouth completely and don't accept any sun ray, any photon of sun. Don't accept. You will get blackened. Oh my God! This is our country. Our souls are dead. Souls are dead. Soul can never be died. Can never die. But our souls are dead. That means diminished, disappeared. These souls are there in our body, but inactive souls, inactive strength. We have no anger in our mind, no ignition in our mind. Until you ignite mind, you cannot. Just like you, until you don't provide electric current or battery to your computer software, you cannot work on that. This is software. We are not using that. Such a power given by God, we are using that in name of development, in name of facilities, in name of all these. We are not developing them, and this is really unfortunate for all of us. Many of us shall go after a few years to our permanent home. I am not going to live more than I don't expect more because I don't like this air. Pollution has started and this polluted air, water is polluted, everything is polluted. And of course, there is no 200 or 300 longevity these days. It's just 60, 70, maximum 80 in old people. People like me may not cross 70. I'm not sure. I'm now 65. I don't expect more life, maybe a few months or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe after this talk, I don't know. I am ready for that because I know whatever has been done has been done. That's it. You can't change those who don't want to be changed. You can change those who want to be amended, but you cannot change stone to dust. You cannot change. You have to crush that, and you can't crush until you crush stone. It cannot be dust. It cannot be stone chips, or it cannot be stone dust, and you cannot crush. You can leave it to nature so that it crushed automatically in 500 years. This is what we are. Everything with us, every natural support with us, every God support with us. When we have all supports, we don't want to work. Kids of rich father think they have no problem in life, they have money, they will enjoy. This is what we are. Our nature is for parent, they give us everything. We don't have any deficiency. We have no deficiency like US had, like Canada had, like UK had, like Gulf had. We had all riches with us. All requirements of life in us with us in original form or in real form. We had all fruits with us, all eatables with us. We had never struggled. And same thing is there. Now we think we are rich and we are struggling investing them. We are not struggling using them. We are not struggling to preserve anything. When we cannot preserve our body, our soul, how can you preserve trees? How can you preserve waters? How can you preserve soil? How can you preserve anything, sea or ocean? Or how can you produce whatever it is? All our areas in Bharat, go and see all open areas, you will find as if some crop of plastic is growing up all days. Is that not? People are throwing plastics, people are throwing plastic bags after using once. They don't even think that if plastic bag is dry. Just an example I am giving you. Suppose I have a plastic bag, I use a dry one, I throw out some rubbish from my home, I'll throw this also. Oh my dear, if it is dry, if there's nothing wrong in that, you throw that you in the just waste one, whatever is this collection box, you throw that material, but at least bring back this plastic. You use it next time. You hang in your some wall and use it sometime else at least 5 times. If you are able to use it 5 times, at least 80% saving you can do. But no, oh, it is to be thrown. Throw it. Why? What I do with this? This is our mind. I am happy to throw that dry plastic bag on road so that it flies and goes to somewhere else, or even wind brings it back to my courtyard. I don't care for that, but I am going to throw it and then bring another one and throw that. So I have thrown 5 bags which I could use as one. Means 100% I have enhanced this garbage. This is applicable for everybody, though there is a ban on plastic, but still it is being abused. We had cloths in past, cotton cloths, other cloths, and we used to those bags to take to market to bring vegetable or to other items. We had that. We have paper one. Paper was also not pro environment because paper means trees finished. We have clothes. We use clothes. One cloth could be used 500 times or 100 times, just like steel is used for 100 times. But the plastic you are not even using 2 times, 3 times, and throwing it away. So what you are throwing? You are not throwing plastic. You are throwing your future. You are throwing your good air. You are throwing your luck. This is what you are throwing. Because you are polluting air when there's fast way, it brings back to you. So what you are helping in? You are not helping nature, you are not helping yourself, you are not helping your state, you are not helping your country, you are not helping your health, you are not helping your mind, you are not helping your soul. You want to see plastic there in every street, in every shop, in every home, in every drain, in everywhere. This is what is our contribution. Cows are eating plastic. Fishes, big fishes in sea are eating plastic. When they are cut out in China, say full is plastic. Plastic is a problem all over the world, we know. But problem doesn't mean we should keep silent on that. Why should I expect China or America tell me do this? Why don't you understand myself? Why don't you excavate some big pit in 4 plastic that will cover it forever and say this is a plastic area, don't use it? We have not done anything because we don't want to do anything. We want to see plastic flying from one place to another place forever. Because this is well self-repayment. This season here it was, then it will go 1 kilometer away from here, then go back 500 meters from away from it. Will keep on moving in air just like sand particles move, silt particle moves, clay particle moves from one point to another point. And after many centuries, you see same clay and sun make some small mountain or big mountain. So same thing is our plastic. People are not concerned about this. They don't, because they are not serious. Only thing is that they are not seriously considered anything. We unfortunately are educated, sleeping, non-serious society. We are highly educated, highly sleeping, and highly stupid, illiterate, non-technical society who don't believe in seriousness, who believe in spoiling everything. We are spoiling petrol, we are spoiling diesel, we are spoiling CNG, we are spoiling everything that is possible to be spoiled, and then we are spoiling all our materials by using of cars and buses. We don't even think of avoiding them as far as possible or to an extent possible, to avoid air passage journey if possible, to avoid use of car if possible, to avoid use of something if possible. We are not doing that. Nobody can teach us. There is nothing to be taught in this. This is only for thinking. If you think, we can do it. Because we are not pro our country. We are not pro our future. We are not pro our environment. We are only happy to attend a seminars and congresses and this and that and talk, write papers, interact, brainstorm, and after that take a cup of tea and thank you very much. Get a certificate of contribution from that seminar and come back. Oh, wall, post on the wall that I attended this one. I'm intellectual, and that's it. I am given a prize or I'm not given a prize, I push that prize also on my wall. This is our belongings to society. We belong in this status. Do you feel happy in this status, or you feel happy when you have good air, or pure water? In which way you are happy? You are happy to see all roads occupied by cars and buses, or you want to see comfortable traffic? What do you want to see? That is a question everybody has to answer to oneself first and to then society. But nobody shall do that because some fool is talking and he will go after some time and that's it. Why should we worry? No problem. Let if this adverse effect is felt by everybody, so no problem. Why I am not alone suffering? Everybody is suffering. If I am using my car and getting late for 2 hours to office, no problem. Every day is happening. I am ready to waste 4 hours on road during going to office and coming back. These 4 hours, 5 hours I spend daily without work, without any use of time. I am just ready to stay on road 4 hours during smelling petrol smoke, smelling diesel smoke. I am happy with that, but I am happy otherwise not. To amend this situation, to avoid excessive use of these vehicles, make use of public transport. I don't use that. Why? I have to show I have a car. I'm a status person. Oh, okay, you are not having small cars, you are driving big cars. One person driving a car of 1800 cc, he feels great. I am great. This road's right is first mine. Oh, small car, go away. I'll have to overtake first. This is our rubbish, stupid, foolish thinking. We are educated society or we are fool society? Are we fools? Bloody fools, what we are. Means your degrees are useless, believe me. If your mind is not developed, you have doctorate degrees, foolishness. What doctorate is this? What doctorate you have done? What did you teach people? What have you learned? What discovery you have made? What invention you have made? How society has been improved because of your efforts? You are a stupid person. Your society is stupid. A thinkless society but intelligent society. A contemplationless society but advanced society. You are drinking hearts, you are eating pan, you are eating supari, you are drinking narcotics, you are doing every good thing. Believe me, you are going to temple, you are going to mosque, you are going everywhere. You are leaving no stone unturned to improve your society, but you are not getting any improvement, unfortunately. You are not improving your character, you are not improving your domestic, you are not improving your body, you are not improving your science, you are not improving your conscience, you are not improving your brain, and you are not improving your society, but you are intelligent society, your artificial intelligence society, your advanced society, your brain society, you have middle class higher society, you have billions higher society, everything you have, but you don't have sleep, you don't have good conscience, you don't have comfortable life, you don't have good attitudes. Who will teach you? When you are driving, you don't care for others. Believe me, it happens. When you are in car, you think you are honor of everything. You drive, somebody is crossing, you don't think good. You don't even slow down your car. You accelerate further and horn. Oh. What does it mean? Why do you horn? When there is no requirement horn, why you blow horn? But you will do it. You will give dipper also. No need of dipper, but you should, oh, stop, I am coming, let me pass. Why to pass? There is no way to go out, but you will take overtake. This is your driving sense. You don't know what is meaning of driving. You only think you just accelerate and control your steering. It's driving. Is it that driving? You have no controls. You don't have any controls. You don't know how to respect others. You don't know to respect others. You just want your car should pass and let all others suffer. That is what driving sense is in this country. We don't have driving sense. We don't have eating sense. We don't have sleeping sense. We don't have talking sense. We don't have thinking sense. I don't know what sense we have except backbiting each other, except saying, oh, what this country has done for me. Why I should concern this country? I have done my own. I don't like this country. I want to go to US. I have seen many people, they talk like this. I don't want. This is very bad country. Oh, no, I can't stay there. You see Russian road, see this and that. Oh, go to America and go to Canada. You see how beautiful country is that. That country is also on earth. You are sun's earth. This earth is in space. Don't worry about space. We are already in space. If you cross 20 kilometers from sea surface, you reach space. But you cannot go 5 kilometers inside earth. Try. If somebody has capacity, go down 5 kilometers and make one small room 10 by 10 by 10. Can they? Do you know what pressure is there at seabed? Nobody knows, because we cannot think. Do you know how seawater is saline? Can somebody answer? Nobody shall answer, because we never think. We think only what is given in books. We don't think otherwise. We are parrots. Whatever we taught, we repeat that, reiterate that all times, 100 times, 1 lakh times, billion times, same thing we repeat. Because we are parrots. We are not intelligent people. We are only called intelligent people. We only entitled intelligent people, but we are not intelligence. We have no brilliance at all. We are fools of this world. And that is the reason people laugh on us. Because we can't amend. In spite of amending also, we have spoiled others also. We have seen many countries now, they are fighting in democracy like us. We used to fight here. They are doing the same thing. Every bad thing is learned very fast. Go to many European countries, go to African countries, go to so many places where democracy exists. They have been acting the way we had used to act here. They are throwing in pistols in parliament, fighting with each other. Democracy is happening as it's happening. We have trained people in bad democracy everywhere. Go to England, go to Europe, go to Africa, and even go to America. You will find symmetrical changes everywhere like us. No respect for each other. People are sticking to seats, political seats, they are not living. It's happening everywhere. No countries say we have trained everybody in a negative way and we should be thankful that we have done this. It's bad things we have spread, good things we could not spread. And they got good bad things, they could not get good things. This is human being everywhere. You might have been reading news these days, what is coming, all world news from everywhere. Media is available, there's no deficiency, there's no dearth of news coming in. Everything is available on your tips. You can just open any site and you can see what's happening in there. Everywhere is same. We are master of world now. We have told them, we have taught them, we have demonstrated to them how can we fight. They are fighting. In Venezuela they are fighting, in Sudan they are fighting, in Algeria they are fighting, in many other countries they are fighting. They are fighting everywhere because we taught them how good teacher we are. Great teacher, great Bharat. They learned from us everything. They haven't used only a fight, but they have learned. Israel is fighting for the poor Philistine, and we respect that. We highly recommend that. Oh, you are doing very good thing. I don't know why we praise Israel. It's a criminal country. They don't even allow to let them live. And we appreciate that country, criminal country. Christians don't have right to live. We never realize that. We have right to live. Here we are rightful. They are not rightful. They are not human beings. What for we appreciate them? Everywhere people are killing people. We don't understand this. We are here also doing same. People are killing people. Means we are always efficient in all bad acts. Yes. So what I should say, I would only say that first unit of any country, first entity of every country is human being, citizen of that country. Like you are citizen of Bharat, I am citizen of Bharat. We have to first amend our mind, our body, our souls, our thinking status, our capacity, our concentration, our patience, our tolerance. We have to first apply these characteristics for modification on each individual to constitute a good and reliable Bharat, not a foolish society. Bharat has been always a respectable country. Honorable, I was first time in Iraq in 1981, and I know what respect Bharat had there. I know what respect Bharat people had in Libya, Bharat people respected in Gulf countries, high level of respect. Though they know we don't have that much richness, but they respected our professionals, our workers to highest degree. in comparison to Arab countries, Egypt in comparison to Palestine, in comparison to others, because we worked hard. First of all, we knew English, we had knowledge of science, we had knowledge of other subjects higher than all other. Even British did not have that much knowledge we had. When Americans didn't have that, of course, they were respected because of their color, because of their race, because of their citizenship. But we people had been respected because of our performance, not because of our color or our name of country. Because they say, "Oh, he's Indian." Oh, okay, fine, fine. Means he is working and he is expected to work if he's Indian. Conception was that. I practically experienced that all wherever I moved. This now it is lost. Politicians say anything, I don't care. Ours has been a great country. People are honored, very well honored. In person, they talk to people and they respected them. They were, means if you deliver something to someone, of course you will get respect. They respected us, being Indian. Indian engineer, engineer foreman, engineer mason, carpenter. They used these carpenters, masons in Iraq to their homes for some additional works. They used to give them food, chicken, food, whatever you want, and these people were happy to work for them because these people cared what human being is, what labor is, what worker is. In Libya, there was shortage of labor. They respected our people very much. Highly respected them because we performed. Our performance brought respect to Bharat. But now it's not happening. They are rejecting us. Our engineers are rejected. Our doctors are rejected because we are not learned. We have fried for nothing. Our old society, old people like me and my seniors were respected a lot because of performance, not because of something else. Not because I've had passport of this country, because I belong to this country and they knew that this country people can work. Many Arab people ask me about English language. If I send my son to Bharat or to India, shall he speak English like you speak, or right? This is my personal experience. Many, when I was just 26 or 30 years age, in between that young boy who doesn't know much, many people ask me from Palestine, from Iraq, from Iran, if I send my son to India, shall he speak same way you are speaking? What appreciation you want for you? Yes, he is impressed with what education you have learned. It is respect. It's honor for whole society, whole nation. Not for me. He might forget my name, but he would remember there was person from India who was like this, good or bad. That he will remember. So this is what is required. We don't know. Now they say, oh, these are cheat, these are liars. They say like this now. These people are liars. They can't be trusted. They would say this now. You want that status? We have reached that status. This is what I'm saying. We have to change entirely. And entirety can be changed only when your soul is changed, your soul is modified, your thought process is modified. Don't believe in materials only. Believe in effects. Believe in soul. Believe in spirit to change things. Otherwise, you are an adulterated society. You are a mild society. You are a hoax society, farce society. You are living in a farce world, farce circumstances. This has happened. This should not happen. We are in wrong path, wrong direction. We need some teachers. We have to become ourselves teachers. We are educated. We have media now. We have internet. We have so much with us. I did not have this much when I was young. I did not have even calculator to calculate. Now I am talking to you through medium. This is a difference. Technology difference, but this should be abused or not abused. That is a question. It should be used, but we are not using. We are abusing it. Now people aren't even talking at home. Father doesn't talk to son doesn't talk to daughter. Means people are not interacting with each other. We used to talk to people. We used to call senior people uncle or chacha or tau and like that. And we used to raise questions to our subjects if we could not find. And these people were, if they could answer, they used to answer. But now it's not happening. We don't want to talk to someone. Our youth are so lazy, they don't even think that you are standing in a train in metro and give you seat of senior and sitting on senior seat and sleeping. This is girls and boys both are doing same way. Having mobile cord in your hand, sleeping on seat, let senior Buddha stand, no problem. A 65 years, 70 years, 75 person is standing, and this gentle lady of 18 years and this boy of 20 years, they are sleeping on seat. They don't have a degree of shame. This is our society. Forget namaste or good morning, or forget that. We don't expect that. But at least don't be so cruel that a person of 75 years stand and you sit in senior seat. That is, this is no right for you to sit on that seat. Okay, you are sit, then leave that seat. Don't have any degree of strike. Your parent did not teach you anything. You're a stupid family, criminal family. This is a crime. A person who can't stand, he is forced to stand, and you're a person who's supposed to be smart enough, energetic. You're sitting and sleeping. This is society. You respect your father like this, you respect your mother like this, you respect your senior people like that in your family, in your clan. Why don't you respect others also same way? If you expect respect for your seniors in your parent or your grandfather, don't you think that respect is also must be imported or exported to other persons? You will never think. Because you are selfish animal. You are selfish creature. You believe in your own comfort, you don't believe in others' values. And until you have others' values, your values are also not recognized. Nobody shall help you, nobody shall value you. And that's why you are unfit for job also. You can't be suited to job. Your mind is not clear. You have no dedication. You have no tolerance. You can't tolerate even 1 hour more in your job. You can't tolerate anything. I have to see my girlfriend. I have to go. I can't sit more than this hour. Job is your girlfriend. Job is your boyfriend. Job is your worship place. Work is worship. Temple worship shall not help you. Gurdwara worship shall not help you. Mosque will not help you. Your work will help you. Duty is worship. Work is worship. Because you are earning from that. You are making your life from that. You are learning from that. Not only earning, learning also. Work is teacher. If you make mistake, it is teacher. If you do good work, it is teacher. Experience is learning. Experience is your degree. If you have 5 years degree, you have 5 years experience, equivalent. No difference. Don't think only college or university degree is your master. No, it's not enough. That doesn't teach you anything except theory or imaginary thesis. Your practical life shall teach you each and everything, but you don't want to learn. Oh, I am paid only this much. Why should I work more? This is a precondition you have determined already, fixed for you. Then you cannot advance in life. You have to give something to learn something. It's exchange. You have to respect someone who is teaching you. You will not respect. You will respect to your suitability. You will call 100 times sir to him if you get some benefit. You will not respect otherwise. You think by speaking sir many times you have done your job? No, you have not done your job. I don't expect sir from anybody because I'm not sir. Do your job. Your job delivery is respectable. Your sir speech is not respectable. Because you are only speaking for nothing. No gain to us, no gain to this country. Okay, we are used to call sir to those Goras. Fine, they have gone. Let them go now. These black English have come. These English people, black English, Kale Angrez on our powerful seats. They want same thing. They want same type of respect. They don't want criticism. I don't that. I don't want them stay in powers for that. If you perform, stay there. If you cannot perform, exit sign is there. You are most welcome to well go. You are welcome. Now you are well go. No problem. If somebody goes, life doesn't stop. If somebody dies, life doesn't stop. It keeps on moving. We will keep on moving. Don't worry. If I'm dead, you will keep on moving. Don't worry. Nobody is stopped by anybody. We are all members of a society. We are all members of a community. Nothing else. A member goes, doesn't mean the community stops. Nobody is indispensable in this world except God. Nobody is indispensable. All of us 132 people or even 6 billion people on earth, we are not indispensable. All are temporary entities. So we have to make ourselves suitable to this world by amending our character, by amending your thought process, by amending your basic thinking, by amending our fundamentalism, not religious fundamentalism or foreign fundamentalism. We have to change ourselves for this country in particular, because future of our country, Bharat, is seen dark, because political status has been reached, has reached to lowest sludge sewage status. I call it sewage status because it's offensive. It's smelling bad, our system now. And it has gone down to, just in 70 years of freedom, it has gone down to this level. Unfortunate, unbelievable. We are society of destructive people. We are society of breaking people, breaking our systems. Not complying is our shan, our, oh, I violated this law, I feel happy. I broke this law, I'm happy. We believe in this. I acted against this, my enemy, I am happy. I acted against this opposition leader, I am happy. When you have generated negative thoughts, how do you expect positive results? You should not expect that. Because we are stupid people. I am again and again calling it stupid because we are stupid. I feel happy in saying that I am also stupid. Yes, because we deserve this. We deserve this kind of title because we cannot improve. If I improve, if you improve, it's very good. Believe me, you will help your nation, you will help your family, you will help your profession, you will help your society. Why do you expect foreigners to come and help me? Why don't understand this? There's a trend, oh, foreigners will come and help us. This is a general trend. Foreigners will come and help investment in our country, help change ourselves, and have teach shall make our education changeable. Why do we need foreigners? Are they more intelligent? Are they more brilliant? Are they not human beings? Are they superhuman beings? Because they are dedicated. That's it. Only difference is that, when there is a completion of race, there is a completion of something, what happens there? There are five, six players, they are in race. First one comes, second one comes, third one comes. So what's the difference in them percentage wise? First one is hardly 1 or 2% higher than second one. And there is 1, 2% higher than third one. Only that difference. And this is what we have. If we rectify our difference, our deficiency, our impurity, which is just 2 to 3% in our minds or in our system, if we correct our system, make it efficient, if we think positively, correctively, with concentration, are we lesser to foreigners? Are we weaker to Americans? Are we weaker to English people? We have to analyze this way. You think our education was bad? No, it was not bad. That education made whole nations. These people went to Canada, these people went to Gulf, these people went to Libya, to Iraq, to Iran, to all countries, and they developed their countries, they built their structure. Now, how can you say that we were weak? We cannot say that. Whole Gulf has been developed just by Indian, Pakistanis, and all these people. How can you say we are weak? We are not weak. We are strong. Our minds are weak. Our things are weak. We don't believe in quality. We don't believe in punctuality. We don't believe in reliability. We don't believe in self-respect. We don't believe in professional respect. We don't believe in our thought process. We don't believe in we don't believe in anything. That's the problem. That's the only problem. Those people are punctual. Those are regular. They believe in system. They comply with system, which we lack. That's the only difference. They also marry. They also have children, but they are serious. We are not serious. Any day you're serious, you will get results. Our society doesn't need much overhaul, small overhaul. You change your education system to little practicality. Now you see education is white collar job. You produce BA, you produce MA, you produce PhD, you produce engineers, you produce doctors. All are non-practicals. Engineers are not suitable industry. Engineers are leaving engineering going to MBA. They are leaving engineering going to somewhere else. Why? Why did you waste money of engineering if you want to join MBA or join to IAS? What was function of your engineering then? What was function of medical then? Why did you waste national money, your national resource? Why you are wasting yourself? What use get MBA? If there is no industry, there is no factory, there is no development, there is no road, anything is out there. What MBA shall do? Tell me that. Can MBA work without these professions? Without engineer, can MBA do? Without industry, what shall you do? If there are no people, what shall you do? Tell me. Nothing. If there is no refinery, what shall anyone do? These are all white collars, and these people intentionally, foreign people brought this education to our system so they can spoil us. They are big planning that they give them more salaries, they will get attracted to MBA, they will get attracted to these fields and let their money power, let their human power go away. They use our education for their development. Our people went to USA, our people went to Canada, our people went to India. They developed their science, their engineering, everything they developed there because they did not have their own people. They are all graduates. Their students don't study. They use our basic education for developing those people, for their structure, their area, everything. Our people are working there, our scientists are working there in USA or in UK, and we help them indirectly. We are not helping ourselves. Our we will lead them, and we are blaming ourselves. We work there, we can't work here. We think for them, we can't think ourselves. Our political leaders should think way. Our education should be based practically. If a BA person comes, he is not able to do anything but purpose his house. What shall I do with historical book or his English literature book? What shall the purpose of that? Everybody cannot be lecturer. Everybody cannot sit in office and work. You need people who can work in field. Why don't we train them in technical works? We are having shortage of technical people. We have engineers, we have doctors, all we have higher profile, we have lower profile. We don't have technical people who are at ground level. We don't have that one. We have to generate them. If you go to England, you will find all people. They are in lower, not in higher. That's the difference. In England, America, you will find lower profile people. You will find technicians, and they call themselves bravely, I am welder, I am plumber. Here, he's welder, he's very smart. He's plumber, he is this. We consider them that. Our stupidity is not plumber's fault. This is not plumber's fault. This is not welder's fault. This is fault of my mind, which I'm thinking is labor. If you are a billionaire, you are also labor. What are you? What you have done to this country? You have destroyed this country. You are a destructive. You are not a man. We have to think this way. We have to improve our base. We have to convert our education from this white collar to blue collar. A person who is happy to make his palms black, his clothes black when he is below a car to repair. We want such people. We want educated people who can work on technical work, technicalities. We want that type of people. We don't want that type of people go and sit in office in air conditioned room and work on computer all 8 hours a day and I'm stressed. Go and stay in the sun and workshop and work on welding. You will feel what stress you get. Go and work in. Don't expect to be a professor only. Don't expect to think that I am a researcher. I am manager. There is no manager. We don't manage us. Everybody is manager of his own. I am responsible. A responsible person is a manager. I don't need a manager. What for? We have to generate our waves like this. This is what is soul. Why I am relating this to soul? Soul doesn't mean Om Namah Shivaya. No, that's not meditation. We have to apply that power to our work. We have to apply that power to our life, to our style, to our system. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying go and sit down, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. No, that's not required. That's waste of time. What I say, when Shiva said to go Om Shivaya, when they used to sit down for me and say, no, they don't say, they don't expect that. This is their world. This is their workshop. Earth is their workshop. They built it. They want it improved. This is what we have to do. This is what work is worship. Worship is not in mandir. It's not in temple. No. Sorry for my aggrieved statement, or you can say angry statement, whatever you may say. But fact has to be elaborated like this so that it must leave a degree of impression to a viewer or to a person, whoever is attending my talk. And I hope that you shall forgive me if you feel that I have done something wrong. I have talked in a bad manner. If you think it is useful, fine, use it. Make yourself performer. Make yourself a strong soul person. Make yourself exposable. Teach others like this. Just try to incorporate yourself to make it better system. System is not bad. Law is not bad. Constitution is not bad. Country is not bad. Everything you have. Only thing is our process is bad. Our mind is bad. We are self-oriented. We have become self-centered. This is the only problem. We are not national-centered. We are not Bharat-centered. We are self-centered. My body, my boy, my daughter, my sister, my brother, my girl, all should do like this. All should stay in comfortable life. They should not suffer. Let other boys suffer. I pay in rupees and you do work and go for me. This is our concern, nothing else. My daughter should go by car, should stay in air-conditioned room. She should not suffer. We think that way. We are not saying that she should suffer a little. She should face a struggle to some degree so that she becomes responsible. You cannot be responsible until you suffer. This is a principle. If you are happy all the time, you don't know what is sadness. If you enjoy comfortable life, you don't know what is struggle. If you have money all the time, you don't know what is value without money. Everything should be experienced, and that is what soul teaches. If your soul is strong, you will have resistance power. If your body is strong and your soul is strong, soul will supply energy to your body also, your parts also. That is what it is said. Well, I think for today it's adequate talk, and we shall continue for further explanations, not like this but in practical way, in numbers. And I have just to start some significant final for this in next one about how we use these numbers for purpose of construction and interpretation of meanings of these numbers, which can be applied or which can be used as guide to improve our daily life, our advanced life, our future life, and how can we You can say use it in deviation, as deflection from our automatically moving life. We can add benefit to our life. That is possible only not in visible form but in feeling form. We can move that way, and that shall be a different. I have just explained so far basics, what is theory behind that, what is philosophy behind that, but we will start little types of applications now on this topic, and this application shall bring you to a level where you can grasp this in a practical way, like in a tutorial way. You can apply it to you can understand real meanings of these this language of numbers. You may say, you may not say, I can call it as a language of numbers, just like a script of numbers we use English and Hindi and other languages we use. It's also a kind of language in combination of various digits, and this language can grant you or can take you or can inculcate into you something useful. If you think so, it shall be beneficial for you. And with that statement, I will close and conclude today's talk, and we will see how to move it further in next after reviewing my so far deliberation, and then we see how to make it better for practical use in tomorrow or after tomorrow whenever I'm ready. I'll do that. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.